They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Slot man moves right. A second down carry for Ferguson. And the defense closes quickly there. It will get maybe a yard to the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Ferguson on 3rd and short. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, Ferguson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running again, and again it's Ferguson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Ferguson up the middle, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run for it with Dillon. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Going up the gut with Ferguson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Ferguson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Slot man moves right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Dillon will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Hilliard now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Prescott on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. McKinney, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. A nice pickup of 17 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On first down, it's McKinney. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On play action, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Up the middle they go. It's McKinney, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys are able to move back in front. Extra point up and good by Garibay, and the lead is now 10-7. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal. Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Ferguson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work. It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Only 3. There on the screen, it's second down. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Final play of the half, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And some room to work. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Running left, this is Ferguson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. In motion left goes a tight end. On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action here on first down. Out to Knox, and he's got it along the sideline. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They'll hand it off to Ferguson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Kelly. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down. McKinney, with a juke. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 118 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. Two really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Riley. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Following the interception, here's Prescott. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On second down, it's McKinney. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. Garabay's kick is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second and 2. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run again with Dillon. No gain on the play there. Second down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Dillon on the counter. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught. Touchdown! From 21 yards away. And the Packers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Prescott. Flushed out right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun, rolling to his left. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the yardage to the 35.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the fourth quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Up the middle they go. Riley. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll keep it on the ground. McKinney. Well, he had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll try the left side. It's McKinney, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Dak. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try and run for it. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. McKinney. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's McKinney. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. All eyes locked on Jonathan Garibay in a huge spot here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And it's no good. He comes up empty on the late field goal try, and they are out here in the divisional round. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus